Right. Guys, welcome back to the session. And for today's session, we are covering the topic of books, class, and other things. So, waiting for a few minutes, join the students. Hello. So, guys, wait a few minutes. Student will join us. I think wait for a few, 2 to 4 minutes. So, students will join us. Guys, I'm sharing my screen. Please tell me regarding this. Is it visible or not? Is it visible? Give response fast, guys. So I think we will start this session because anyone can generate. That's not a big issue, but let's start it because the time is going on. Because I want to end up this session today. I will not take. Sorry, actually some health issue regarding me, so I'm not able to take a class for 130 or 130. But I will take less than 130, like 1 hour or 115, 1 hour 15 minutes. So let's start. Okay. So if I am reducing a time now, actually if I am reducing time, so I will we will not cover the whole topic within the this coming 10 to 20 days. 10 days. So that's not the thing. If you want, then we can, but it takes a long time to cover the all topic because we have not covered it right now. Oops. In this session, we covered the oops. After that, we have some topics like shadow copy and other topics which we have not covered yet. And after that, we have GUI. So how you will they will take 2 to 3 days or two sessions for from our side. And after that, if we do not, if you have a lot of time, then I will definitely give you like you will end session will end up in 45 minutes or 30 minutes videos if you want. Then if you want do not want, then you can see that sessions after that also. Like if you see the half session and after you want to leave the session, you can. And after that you can also see the session in the YouTube. That's it. Okay, so guys, let's begin the session. So today topic, today with this, the today topic we will cover it with groups concept. So guys, first of all, I will give you some brief introduction regarding groups. Groups literally, I will say that object-oriented programming. But why we are saying that object-oriented programming? The features is not matching like that. There are four features of that. First of all, we have data abstraction, data encapsulation, we have inheritancy, and we have another topic, polymorphism. But when we are thinking about that, that topics are a features. If any language have that features, they mean to say that is a OOP. But no, the word OOP not say that this type of features. They only say that any language which follow that the create an object and call the everything over there. Like for example, if I am doing something with the calling of object, that's mean I am creating something by object. So that thing is important. So when we covered it that topic, so that's mean you have created something new. Like as in the previous session, we have discussed about regarding why Python is not saying the fully and the Java is not saying the fully. The main reason is that we have not covered it yet. That thing regarding because the object which we have created, we have created in a small manner. Like for example, when we are creating something in Java, so we have not created sometime we cannot create a object because we have not do not want any requirement because the syntax is made like that. But when we covered it the whole thing like a .NET, in .NET we are when we are doing with .NET, and the .NET itself, .NET says that when you are creating something you have create first object, otherwise I will not accept it anything. If you are going to in anywhere, like if you are voting, if you have Aadhaar card, if you have election card, at that time you will vote someone. Otherwise you say that you are below 18. So that's mean when you are below 18 you have not right. So like that, first of all create the object. For the voting we have a voter card ID. Over there the voter card ID is a symbol. You can vote right now in this year scenario. But if you have not, then you cannot. Like that voter ID is object for you to elect it and vote some to giving vote in any part for any party. That means you have one object over there. So that's mean when you are doing something, you have create something a special which define you or which define that one. So it's a simple way when you are defining something, that means you are giving some instruction over there. So let's take one example. Wait a minute. And so what is object? Okay, Disha. Oh, nice question. What is object? So let's take one example. If you are doing something, you are doing some work over there, and you have a 12 13 members of students over there. So the question of that students, they have a one mentor over there which guide them. So that's mean when we want to extract some property from that student. Like for example, we have 5 students and I am the mentor. Okay, I am mentor and I have a group of 5 students. At 5 students, I have one have a in C, one have a in Java, and one have all of them. So if anyone can ask in the group, did anyone have known about Java? They directly not give me data because everyone not know about that property of everyone. So, but if anyone asks me in your group, did you have any a Java coder? So I said yes, I have one Java coder over there because I know. So object is that which define the whole concept of any body or class. So I think Diksha is it clear to you? Disha, I'm sorry, Disha. Disha, if you are there, then I think your doubt is clear. So let's come. I will share my screen right now, and you will get the whole concepts. So as Disha has saying that, what is an object? So let's take one example regarding this. I have create a one variable 20. Okay, and I have used b is equal to 10. I am directly use a plus b and that. Okay, sir. So I am using this thing. I am using a two variable, a collection of two variables. I am using this one. So right now, what is an object over there? When we define something like a is equal to 20, 20 right here, 20 is a object because the 20 define the variable a. Is it integer type or any type, because any value you assign something someone that's define the data type of that variable. So in Python we say that 20 is an object because they have belonging to some group, and the group which they have belonging, they give a property to the other one. So that means one thing is define the whole system, like one thing is defined to a and b. So this thing is called a object. Without object we have not defined something. Like when we are creating something like as the I have told you regarding in previous session in list, when I am told guys giving you the data, and I use f dot. Right now when I am using f is a object. We have created f is a object, but what's the object? Why I'm saying that f is a variable right now, but why I'm saying that f is an object? Because f use a property of any function over here. So calling to that property, they have joined to that group. So f right now is joining the list group because f define it themselves as a list. So the collection of group of list gives the property of list to that any variable. Like for example, if we have f is the list, that means f belongs to the list and all property of list f will follow. So that's mean when we are extracting something from that list property, so they will work as an object. So right now f dot append is like a object because we are using something. Or in a simple manner we say that when we are using any method which be inbuilt over there, or which we have created a system like a class and any function of systems. So at that time when we define something over there, that's when we want to extract some properties at that features. So that time when we want to extract, we create an object because object itself define the whole structure of that. So I think is it clear? Now I think is it clear to everyone? Am I audible or not? Because I saw three is watching right now and three is there or and Gitan is there, Priya is there, Grisha is there. I think you three are there or any other one else is also there. So if anyone asks the question, do not leave the this right now because I am not explaining again and again because it not help me to that thing. So let's come. I think is it clear to everyone what is object? Why we create the object? So let's come the topic. What is a OOP? Okay, OP say that when we have saying that you are doing something like I said that you are to create a project. The project you have some features like it is a recommended that you have this thing so you can meet. Otherwise, you cannot meet. I say that you have made a website. If you do not know about the HTML CSS, then how you can design that thing? So that time when you have some specific thing to if in your hand some specific things is want regarding that, so you will okay, Lakshmi. So I will tell you. Wait a minute. So when you are have a necessary requirement over there, necessary requirement that means you have known about the HTML, CSS, so you will design that thing. So like that, we have a four features of OOPS that is necessary to follow that, and the main property is that object. When you create something and calling something by the object, that's a property, a main property of OOPS concept. So come to the point. I cannot understand. Actually, 20. Actually, if I'm saying that what is 20? You say that 20 is an integer. Why OOP, sir? Wait a minute, Ruja. So let's come to the point regarding that. As Lakshmi wants to know. Actually, Lakshmi, if I'm saying that, please give me answer a little fast because I will want the answer and I will continue again. So if I am saying that 20, did you think I'm saying 20? You said that 20 is an integer, is it? You have right? Yeah, there's a number. 20 is a number. So a number is a group of collections. So when you are saying that group of a collections, the collection of a group, and you are extracting some property. 20 extract some property. 20 extract integer type from that number and give it to the variable of a. So that's mean they are extracting some property over there. So that's mean 20 is working over there as a as an object. I think you got that point, Lakshmi. Come to the Giza. Actually, Giza said that why oops. I do not know why you're saying that. What is oops? Actually, we have many things like EOP. We have something, but when we are using a concept of oops, That means we have recommended something. For example, recommended that in my way is that uh, you have create something a whole big project, and you want to access something by one letter or one object. So at that time, you want to use oops concept, because oops concept is that you create one object, call the every property of that object. Like in number, we have many things like integer, float. We have many things over there. So that time, that means that you are doing something. You are extracting the whole thing from the that part. So you create an object. It's easy to find that property over there and easily extract that thing. So I think you have query regarding that. We can use different like we have I think model OM, I think, and any other things also like POP. We have many concept over there, but the best part of that in OOPS that we have extract something easily in OOPS regarding the other languages. So that's I think you have got that one, Vijay. Okay, so come to the point, the features, four features. Like for example, we have four features. This is necessary. So first of all, we have in oops concept we have data abstraction, as I have told you, data encapsulation. We have inheritance and we have polymorphism, which are minutes. But sometime when we are doing something, when we are accessing some property over there in C++, we follow the all four property. In Java, inheritance is lacking over there. In Python, in C sharp, when we are doing the some property of inheritance or also cut over there. But when we come to Python, we lost the polymorphism. We lost that thing over there. The many properties of inheritance, like we have only used single and multi-level. We cannot use the more than that one. But in Java we have used, Java use we have used many three properties of inheritance, like multi and single, as well as you can use I think we have used multiple and like that. Okay, so but when you come to the point of that, many things that you are not clearing in Python. So we cannot say that they have not followed the concept of oops. But main reason is that they have not followed that, they have not necessarily condition over there. Their syntax they have clarified that one. If we have used abstraction class to inherit some properties from the other classes in C++, that the same property is using in the Java also, but they have a different syntax and properties regarding at that point. In Python we have also used, but in Python they do not want, because we have many properties over there which help you to overcome that topics. So when we come to the point of that, let's take one example and let's start with the data abstraction. So what is a data abstraction? What is the advantage of data abstraction? So let's take our example. I think my screen is visible to all of you. So like that, I am using this one and I want to print something. I have made one thing like this. I am making this one and I am saying that what is data abstraction in my in lemon way, and in normal way we have abstract something. We have hiding something to the outer world. Like for example, if I am doing something, that means this is visible for me, not for others. So when I am running this, I am create a code, and after that I am running this code. After running this code, I got 30 and Amit. But when we have created a software over there, and software it give you provide you like that output. You get that output, but you do not know how the process is going on. Right now, you all also know if I am running the code or I'm write something over there and not showing you the code, and I'm saying that this is the output. You do not know what's going on over there, how you are summing something. So the whole process which is hiding from you but visible for me, that means that's called a data abstraction. So why these properties came to the oops concept? So you have reminded that when you are doing something, there is a security of that one. if you not secure that one, so anyone can access and check the path where the data is flowing, and after flowing the part they cut off their part and get to their code, and after that it destroy or they can misuse that thing. So this property is helpful to secure something over there. As the cyber security is going day by day, the cyber crime is increasing. So this property right now is saving. Sometime they will save by this property, otherwise they will not. In Python, the data abstraction is a best, not a basic thing, but they have their security and build security over there. But sometimes the data abstraction also have to cover your security purpose also. Like for example, if you are building something, you are building security purpose a code, and your code is not secure. The security code is also not secure. That is a dangerous point for you, because the security code also want to access your code. After, if you have access of the code, then you can secure that, otherwise you cannot. So if your security code is not secured, how you can say that your whole process is secure? So that's time when you are doing that thing, the data abstraction is helpful to over there. So the data abstraction not is a big thing. The process is hiding from your from you in a visualization, but the data you get, you will easily get. For example, in a real life example, if you're buying a car, you know that if you're not in a mechanical engineer, if you are like CS engineers and in other field engineers, so you have said that you are buying a car, like any car. You have Nano, you have you have one car Nano, you have many cars like 10 to 20 cars. They have a same property, but they have a features different. But at that time, sorry for that, but that whole thing, when you are saying that they have a small size but they work like that, they have opened the engine and you are running the whole car, because when you are running the car, the whole car is all car are running in the same manner, same mechanism. So when you are running the same mechanism, you have do not know when you open the car, you when you start the car, what's going on in the machine. So that thing is the data abstraction. They hide the data from your side, from your, but you get the output over there. So I think you got the point of data abstraction, guys. Classification, sir. Another example. Okay, Vijay. So let's come to the one beautiful example. For example, when you are installing one software over there, you have a one percentage bar over there. Like for example, when you are installing software at a software point of view, you have seen something the process, but how the process is going on. Like for example, where the file is splitting, where the data is, how much data and how much data is extracting over there, copy over there. You do not know about that. So that thing is a data abstraction property. Uh, they have not visualized. They are not seeing you that thing. They have giving you output, because after installing they give you have finished that thing. But the in the outer in the inner side, what process is going on, you do not know. That thing is come under the data abstraction. Is it fine? I think you had got that thing all, Grija. I will explain you with another example. Okay, sir. To abstract a data, everything is needed not to know. Oh, actually, that's not thing. I am saying that the data you will get the output. You do not know about the process how the output is coming. That's thing. So let's come to the another point. We have data. I think everything we have known about the data encapsulation. Okay, like for example, when you are doing something, when you are like for a real life example, one real life example we have taken. When you are going, if you are have a fever and something, you have got to the doctor, and doctor say that you will eat this three medicine at morning and this two medicine at evening. So that means you have consuming three medicine for the one thing, and the three medicine having a different property, but taking at the same time to react as a fast for against the fever. So that thing is that when you are grabbing the whole properties and whole thing in one, that's called a data encapsulation. So let's take one example with a coach. So you will briefly get the data. For example, I am saying that A is equal to 20, B is equal to something. Okay. And after that, I say that after getting this thing, I want to subtract something from that whole output. So let's take this. And after this, I want to do some new operation regarding that. Let's take a new operations. We have said that a is equal to a minus 5 and print. Let's run the code and get the output over there. We get 30 and we get 25. So we have taken doing some two operation over there, and everyone is dependent or independent also. So that not mean you have dependent from this is. But the when I want a output regarding the whole process. Let's remove this bread, and after that I want 25 after that whole process. And I do not want to see the code. I want you want some abstraction from there, you want abstraction from there, you want something from there, you want anything from anywhere. But after a collection of that, I want the output. Data abstraction is mean you got the output. How the process is working, you do not know. To hiding that thing is called data abstraction. But when come to the data encapsulation, that's mean the process, the data which you are using over there, that's called data encapsulation. How you encapsulate something over there, how you grab, how you cover the whole data which are coming inside that whole software and whole code. So that thing is a data encapsulation. Right now, this thing is a data encapsulation. You have, encapsulate two variables and use that and print that thing. So you are grabbing two variables. That means you are extracting one variable from here, one variable from here, and made a code. So that's mean a data encapsulation. You are covered the whole thing over there. Is it clear to all of you? Okay, data is basically our variable which gets stored in our storage. Yeah, which gets stored in your storage. But in Python, it's not say that you are storing some data over there. It's like in when you're running some code, it creates it creates the memory over there, the storage where battery with the address, and after that it destroy when you end up the code. Okay, data is like something when you are storing something in a one variable, like v is equal to, I'm saying that v is equal to Amit. So that means Amit is a data, which and Amit is object of that data also. You say that thing also. Explain once. Okay, Lakshmi. In abstraction, we have said that we got the output. and output the whole process, the process which are working in the background, that hidden from the outer world. But in data encapsulation, the coder is using some properties, some things, some variables, some another functions, inbuilt functions. So the whole thing, you are grabbing or wrapping in a one, you covered it into a one code and give get a one output. Like for example, I'm saying that you want to build a calculator, so you have used some functions, some operators with inbuilt things in a one code. That whole wrapping of that, covering of that, the different type of function, input function and the operators, is called a data encapsulation. You are encapsulate the whole different function, different thing in one code to get your output, deserving output. All of you, or is it any problem regarding this? So let's come to the top, another topic, inheritancy. And after that, we have said that after inheritancy, we will take another one. But the another one is that in data inheritancy and the polymorphism. So come to the first of all, come to the polymorphism. Polymorphism is said that when you are defining some function. Okay, like for example, you have defined Amit, and another time you have also defined Amit, and you have another defined Amit. So there is a function overloading. Function overloading, that means you have a same name, and when compile is running, they get confused over there. Okay, but when it comes to the polymorphism means a different having same name. So let's take one example regarding that, like Daf Amit Pass. Daf Amit and Pass. So I have defined two names. So that's mean when we are calling something, a compiler running something somewhere, they have get confused. They have two names. So how they get which one they want to take? So that thing comes in the property of polymorphism. Polymorphism has to say that you have a same name of functions and same name of things, but having different properties and features. Like here we are using a without written type but with argument function, and here we are defining without written type without any argument. So they have different properties. So they have classified itself, but they have a same name. So that thing is called a polymorphism. Same name but having different features. When the compiler runs, they have not get confused over there. They directly catch that point. A function signatures, that means function signature, I have told you the whole thing, the name and the parameter which is passing you over there. So that means the function signatures comes under here to cover it, that thing, and differentiate with the two functions. Lakshmi, which topic? Okay, I will take that thing. If you're doubting over there, I will clear over there. But comment in the chat box, so I will check that thing and I will tell you. So come to the polymorphism part. In Python, we are not using polymorphism. Why we are not using polymorphism, I will explain you later, because we have started with Python using every features. So let's come to the point of that one, and come to the another point of inheritancy. So what do you mean inheritancy? In bio and another in layman language, we have said that the inheritancy. When you have a parent and the parent have another parent, the whole property which came from your parent of parent, and give it to you, that's called inheritancy. You have taken some property to your parents and the grandparents. So that's mean thing which you get from your on from your grandfather. So that's a thing. For example, if a grandfather have a bike and a scooter or a scooter, and your father get that scooter, and after that you get that scooter. So that means you got the properties of that one. So we have divided a four type of inheritancy over there. Four and I think five. We have a single inheritancy. We have a multi inheritancy. Yeah, extracting property from the parent class to the child class. That's a meaning of that. But come to the point. But we have saying that let's take a one. They have a five type of inherency. First of all, a single. We have multi. We have a multi-level. We have a hybrid, and we have so that we have hierarchical. Come to the point of single. So let's take our example of a single inherency. So I have not written the your data over there, but I will tell you. Let's take a paint. I will define you that whole thing one by one, which helpful to you also. While my paint is not opening, paint. Okay. Reference paint. And okay, I think is it visible to all of you? So I have created one class, I have another class, and I have another class. So let's take with example, and I have so that let's text something over here, type something over here. So take p, take current. Okay, okay. After that, parent child. So when one property you will get from your parent, but the parent get the same property from your grandparent, that's called a single inheritance. So I will explain you with this code also. But first of all, get what type of inheritance we have in another language also. So second property is coming a multi-level, multiple or a multi-level. We said that a multi-level. That's mean sorry, this is not a multi. This is a multi-level because you have carrying this property same, and a single say that you have a parent. Parent gives you a child. I will explain you with the example regarding this. This is a single, and this grandparent and after child, this is a multi. So parent after this, I will give this thing a child. So singly you gather data over there. So after this we will. So after this, we have another one which we say that a multiple. That means you have giving one property to two of your childs. Like for example, there's a parent, and parents say that. So okay, parents normally say that a parent. and after that parent we have said that normal a boy over here, and after that we have one girl. Let's remove this so you will get that data. Okay. In this, when you are doing something this is when you are getting property from your parent, that this called a single inheritancy. You like for example, a pen is providing by your father. That means the same thing is inheritance from their parents. Okay. Second thing, grandparents give you a one property and a scooter, like a scooter to your parent, and after parent give that scooter to you. That's mean a multi-tendency. Again and again, it goes to childs. Okay, come to this: a parent having a one scooter and one bike, and a scooty and a scooter and scooty. So a scooter will give you a boy, and scooty will give you a girl. It's up to the them which they have want to getting. I think is it clear to everyone? Anyone have any doubt? Yeah, Lakshmi, I think this is clear to Lakshmi. If you have right over there. Guys, guys, if you have any doubt, how many types of reference? Okay, we have five types: single, multi, multiple, hierarchical, and hybrid. Okay, in Python, I will do not go fast like that. I will explain that one. Don't think about that right now. Okay, so when we I will explain you with first single have a one parent and a one child class. In multi we have two properties right now which I have explaining you that. Sorry for that. This hybrid sorry hierarchical. Like that mean you have hierarchical giving something to the boy and girl, and after that the same I am confused over there. I forgot about that, and after that I take an example and I got that thing. When you got something from your parent, like one property you have provided by your mother, and after that the another property is provided by your father. Like for example, if your mother have a scooty and your father have a bike, and both of same thing give it to you, and you get the property. That's mean that thing is normally we have said that they have said that you have getting scooty as well as bike, so it's up to you which thing you get. But it's us not is we say that it's a problem over there, so we cannot use that one. So let's come to the another points. So normal thing is that I will explain you. This is a multi. Okay, this is a single. This is hierarchical. Uh, Radical, and we have this is a multi-level, and another one comes to you that a big and a combination of multi and hierarchical. Sorry, multiple and hierarchical. So multiple. That's mean multiple. A minute. Okay, sorry for that. This is a multiple, and this you say that it's hierarchical. So let's. This is a hybrid. A hybrid is a combination of hierarchical as well as multi. So let's make this thing. This both four of them in both two of them in one. So how you get that thing of you have one parent, you have one child, okay, and you have two parent of that normal child. So that's mean one property is come to the from the grandparent, and is it given to the both parent of yours. So that's mean this is a property of a hierarchical, and after that the two properties of your parent, different properties of your parent is distributed among you, a single child. So that's another thing which is called a multiple, and after multiple we say that normal thing. So that's mean this is a hybrid, a combination of hierarchical as well as multi. First of all, grandparent give two things to your child, and after the child which have a parent of one child, that give you their different property to one child. So why I'm saying that, why hierarchical and hybrid give you not hierarchical, are the multiple and hybrids give you a different problems over in the coding. Why? So if take one example regarding that, you have a mother over here and you have a father. Mother have a scooty and father have a bike, and though both of them goes to giving to a one person. Is it a it is a thing, you at the same time you have run both of them. You want something, you will get from your father one time. If you want scooty, you will get. So at the same time you cannot get the same properties, the same two properties over there. Like father giving a value of a, like for example, one father have a value of a is equal to 10, and mother have a value of a is equal to 5, and the children adding the number of a plus b, and we have the children have a value of b is 10. So at the time a, same time the a will come to the child get confused, which a I will take. Father have 10 and mother have 5, which value will we take. At that time it gives you a some error over there. So multi-level give you a bad impression, or is not helping you in the code. It increase your like for example I'm saying that once I say that it will increase your problem. So they give you problem. But why I am thinking hybrid? Because hybrid is a combination of this part is also this normal part is also give you sometimes a error, because one parent give the same property to two childs. Like your grandfather grandfather give you a four type of cars to you, two types of your car to your mother, and two types of car gives to your father. So at that time, that's mean we have divided one big thing into two parts, but the two different parts having same thing, we cannot give to one. Is it clear to everyone? Any problem regarding this? You can ask. Gitanjali is clear, Deepika is clear. Nice. What about Lakshmi? What about Gija? What about the other one? Other ones clear, Gija. Disha, are you there? You are asking some question regarding that. It is clear to you or not? Disha. Okay. Lakshmi is asking me one thing. Lakshmi asked that uh, how many type in heretical inheritance in Python? Okay, in Python. So I think Lakshmi, right now you have got that point. I think you will answer that one. Can you answer? What did you think? Is it there are four types, or five types, or is it having three types? Is it having two types? Is it having one type? So you can ask because I will explain that thing in this time. I will explain. Yeah, sorry. Okay, 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 okay. So Lakshmi, can you tell me how many types of Python have how many types of inheritance in the Python? You know that probably there are five now. But how many type of inheritance is following in the Python? Yeah, you got that three. Because true properties, basically you cannot. Tushar Lakshmi, you have said the four, but in my opinion, basically we are using two. But the three property of inherency, it's fine in Python to use that, but two will give you a problem over there. Without using external function, you cannot do that one. Like in Java also, you cannot do hybrid, you cannot do multiple over there without using of interface. That's true. You are not use that one in a easier manner. If you are using abstraction of a class, then it's give you a point over there. So let's come to the. I think all the time is over also. Not over, but we have near to the end of the session. So let's come to use all things in this normal classes. So I'm showing my screen, so you will get the data over there. So let's come to the point. I have already made one thing for you all. So that's a different thing. Grija, I will send this assignment at 12 tonight, and I am giving you 15 question over there for the assignment. So when I am giving you assignment, you directly get that assignment over there. So that's helpful to you to make that in easier way. Okay. Uh, can anyone explain me regarding that? If I'm saying that the four property is followed by the Python, but the object creation of everything, the Python is not creating. So is it a fully OOPS concept base or not? Nice. If anyone asks you regarding that, you say that Python is not a fully based object oriented because they have not followed this property. So come to the point. Let's come with the examples of inheritancy because data abstraction and data encapsulation is a normal thing. I have told you with the example. Let's come to the point of that one with the inheritancy of inheritancy, how you inheritance, how you extract the data. So let's come to point. I have created examples for you to explain you easily. So I have explained that thing in a brief manner. You have get the node easily, and you will get all properties or everything over there. So you can get that thing over also. So come to the dependency. So first of all, let's how you create the class in Python. I will teach you that one. Wait a minute. So come to the point. Interface concept is also one of the topic in Python. So why we are not considering? Okay, interface is a topic in Python. I know about that, but did you know without using any external function? I have said that you will use abstraction class also. So abstract class also is not helping. If you remove the interface, that time is abstract class help you to overcome by this two type of inherency. So Lakshmi, right now I'm not explaining you this because first of all, how you create that thing is a basic thing for you. Is it clear, Lakshmi? I will explain that one. Not a big issue, but step by step. Okay. So let's come the example. So how we create a class? So we have a inbuilt function in the Python like class. In class, we have defined something like if we define Amit, is it I will use this bracket. Can anyone say that regarding this? Is it true or is it giving error or not? Guys, response fast. I think if you got the concept, then you that yeah, you just said that. Say right, it's give you error. Yeah, Grijak is right. No bracket. Why we are not using bracket? Why we are not using? Why we are considering bracket over here? Okay, let me explain you, because when you're defining a function, that bracket is called a function bracket. So at the time when you are giving the bracket, that means you are defining function. But right now we have using a class, so that is not necessary for right now here. So how we define a class? We define normally like this, and I am writing a pass over here. So pass, that means you are not passing something over there. You want to exit from that class. So it's normal thing. But how you create an object, how you get that thing, how you can extract something from there is a different thing. So let's take that one. So after taking that one, in another language we have defined with a new keyword. In Java we have defined with new keyword. In anyone anywhere we have defined like in C we it's defined student. C plus one is as in C plus one C is defined in structure. We define as name and as well as giving object, and that's semicolon. But in Python, we directly create one variable. After that, we call that that one. And after that, I can use anything by using x dot any function, any variable, anything of that class. So let's take one example. I have read it already in the note. So let's define one of that. Help us to easily graphic data, and as well as if I write a code, then it will give something different. I will explain you code after this also, not worry about that. So first of all, I have defined class with a name of person. Okay, and I will use this thing. I will explain you this thing, don't worry about that. But I have defined a function. It's a function. We are using def, so we are using a function. Another we have used also a def, and after that we have giving a one variable outside the class, and we call the that thing like this. So that saw that na, a normal person may call the name of class and that bracket, and after that and x dot print name. We have calling the function with the object which we have created for the person. So let's run this code, and we will get the output. How much we get the output? We got the John Doe. Okay, okay. We have give this thing. Like I am like I'm point. So this time this thing. So, I'm passing this in. After this, I will use. I will run this code, and I will get the outcome is sharp. Okay. So let's come to the class. So what is this init function? Init function itself means like I've said that the main function over there. In the void main, we have like init function is itself define them in such a manner. They will define the whole class. If you create that thing in the function inbuilt in the class, that means class itself creating an inbuilt object in the whole class. Okay, so sorry for that. The whole function means the main functionality of that class. So so that means if we have defined this thing, what this the body of syntax means. First of all, if you have used def function for the declaration and this double underscore and in it. So in it, and after this, I will here the first variable is say that a self variable. We can give any name, but by using this, we can globally declare the whole variable to the class. Like for example, in the class, we have defined this thing also like a global a. So it will globally to the all classes and all function. But when we define Within an init function, that means only the function of that class will accept the properties that get the property and not other classes. Otherwise it will the security will broken over there. So we can define with this thing we can replace, let's after this let's replace this with the okay, we'll replace this with the but right now I want to change over here because any name I can give to this uh, give, because first name define themselves like defining a global variable within the class, any name which you have. We have pass f name, we have pass l name. So we will store that this variable is made a global to this class only. Every function of that class can use this property like this, calling this self, and that will give you this thing. So let's run this code, and after running this code we will definitely get the same output as we have followed. We will get that thing. So let's run this code with this one. We got Amisha. You got this. You got this point because at this point, Deepika is like Deepika word is like a object which define the whole variable for the globally in the class. We have passing two variable for init, and like that I have defined. Why I am calling the class with the function name, because we have defined init function. Init function itself they say that the whole property which the follow by the class is calling like this. So we can use person dot, or if we want to do this thing we can use without using this. Can use person the name of that class and dot print name. It gives you the same output. Okay, but why I am declaring a variable, when we have declared variable they will create like an object. And in this f name and l name is a variable, so I am passing that two names by calling the class name and giving a bracket. Without this this means you are calling init function, not a class. You are calling init function by the property of class, because init have defined the whole function of the class. I think I will run this code, and after that I will ask if you have any query, then you can ask. Okay, right now it's giving one error. Person dot print name is giving you an argument over there. Okay, why it want one argument? Let me check. Yeah, yes, they want some property regarding this. How we get this thing? So let's normally pass this thing. Yeah, this working right now. You can use anything over there. So I think is it clear to everyone? If anyone have any problem, then they can ask, because I want to end up the session right now. Parameters are required for functions within the class. We have functions. Okay. Yeah, that's Well, guys, did you have any query regarding this, the whole declaration of class and everything? Because if you have not any problem regarding this init function, and then we will jump in the next session. We will jump to the inheritance, complete the inheritance, and after that carry on with this to some common functions like someone asked to the cello dip functions and other another keyword functions. I will explain you over there. So after that, we will cover it that thing, numpy and normal thing of numpy, because it will help you over there. So let's end up the session. If anyone have any query, then they can ask. And about the assignment, I will giving you this assignment today itself. Don't worry about that. I will provide you notes also. And for the giving you a late assignment, sorry for that, but I want you to get some data. So I will give you a brief projects for that, so you can make that thing with different manner, different type. Because right now you have caliber of list, you have known about many things, so you will make in different manner. So I want a different answer. I want do not want a copied answer from here and there. I want you guys to build that thing. So guys, you have any query? Otherwise, we will end up the session right now. Why person dot asking for one. Okay, actually, Grija, when you have seen that function, in function, you have noticed that one argument passed over there, Deepika, a self function. So that's why it's want argument. If you pass over the argument, that give you. But when it comes to the person bracket, giving a two names and dot over there. So at the time it's called the init function, and init function itself give a variable over there, and Deepika having a value to the whole function. Again, Deepika is a globally over for the class now. So Deepika itself call the function of from there, call the variable from there. So Vijay, this doubt is clear or not? Vijay, thank you, Deepika. Thank you all guys to attend the sessions. I think I hope you all enjoy this thing, and you will get more affordable things from my side. If any query and anything is recommended from your side, that's also helpful to us to give your feedback. Thank you, everyone.